I don't believe that you're divorced.
Got you to do it, pussy.
Oh, fuck. All
I'm
right.
so much smarter than AJ. What a fucking idiot.
Are you divorced?
What's going on, guys? Another episode of the Jerks podcast. We missed a couple weeks for posting because of
It's not
my
even sitting down yet.
because of my fault. No, they wanted that ass shot, okay? I'm your host, Mark Carsky, with Dylan Mahler and AJ Leidig. We have a guest. It is Bewee.
Hey, what's up?
Maybe our most
Thank you for
anticipated
having me.
guest yet.
Thank you for having me.
Maybe our most anticipated guest yet.
And most Mexican.
That's true. I think so far, right? Isn't it?
Well, on purpose.
Oh, okay.
we have Mike Casper. Is Mike Casper's Mexican?
I think that's an Italian.
I don't
he?
know.
Oh, no, he's not. I think I'm just being racist.
He's something. He's ambiguous.
So,
Yeah.
we're comedians
take
here, but
in
you don't want
charge.
to be. You don't want to be a comedian, Bewee.
No, I don't.
He's an artist.
I'm not.
Talk
I
about
don't like
that.
doing that shit.
Why do you do it then?
Why do I do comedy?
Yeah, why do you make us listen?
I have no. It's in me. I like comedy. I
is in
love
you.
comedy. I love the art. But I you know what it is? I think when I got to do comedy like in other states for long periods of time, I was just like, dude, fuck doing local open mics and comedy. Just fucking get on the road and fucking do it that way. And it's like, I can't do it every night. I can't go to Chicago to the fucking Lincoln Lodge and pretend like I'm actually enjoying my life. I got one fucking life. I don't want to spend it 4 days out of the week at the Lincoln Lodge waiting for my fucking turn to go up at fucking 12:30. Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to be pulled out of a bucket 4 days out of the week on a hoopsie doodles.
So what is the alternative if you don't do that? 'Cause
I
you said
just-
going on the road. Like, do you just go on the road and are you doing mics or are you
Just
booking
doing
shows on
open
the
mics
road?
in
What are you doing?
different states?
Well, no, I travel for work. So, like, when I'm out of state for work, it's like I'm there for a long time because I do hurricane responses and everything. So it's like I loved when I got to go to a new scene, implant myself, just be some new person that doesn't leave, and then made new friends, got to do the scene, got to learn everything. It was like so much more of like a lively experience.
Right.
And then you come back and you're just like, I got to watch fucking, I don't know.
You basically just
Chicago
relive-
fucking community
Basically
college
just
version of
relive
comedy.
The first 6 months of comedy over.
Yeah,
and over
but you're
again.
good.
The honey,
Right,
the honey
but you're good at it.
Yeah,
I was
but
about to
you're
say,
good.
yes,
You
yes.
have
people look at you because they haven't seen you before, so they're like, "Oh, is he new at this? What's going on?" And you just
Yeah.
sling your dick. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay."
You're like, I'm gonna bust out this fucking divorce joke
You're like, I don't want
that
to be
I've been
a
doing
comedian,
for
but watch me
fucking
shit
8
on
years.
you.
Yeah,
Follow
yeah, yeah.
that pussy.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And like honestly, the other fucking road warriors that you meet, like they're fucking cool shit. They're fucking like way like they don't have an ego. Like you go downtown, everybody's got like an like I'm important, and it's just like, bitch, you ain't a fucking speck of dust.
Is it because they're saying that because
you
they're
ain't
not
no nerd.
the people who actually are important and doing real like road work?
They're not gonna say anything.
don't have the ego. 'cause
They're not
like,
gonna say
it's
anything.
fucking been beaten out of them from doing
Right.
this
It's like,
for, like
any
actually
it's
for a
like
while.
any professional. You don't go to a bar where some doctor's just like, I'm so good at doctoring. Like it just doesn't happen.
no,
They
I
don't go to
probably-
my doctor.
I
yeah.
probably would if I was good at doctoring.
Some guy hammered just like was like, listen, I can gynecology you any day of the week. And you're like, I'm a man. He's like, don't matter.
Let me see those lips.
Yeah. The penis is just an outside vagina. I know what I'm doing.
Isn't that the whole thing? Is your penis is just an outside vagina?
Yeah, is
from,
he
like, the
wrong?
womb?
Is that what a vagina
I think
is?
so.
I know you're saying that like
Ladies.
satirically, but
We
I
have
think
a
it's
woman
kind of
here. We
true.
could ask her. Is that what a vagina is? Is it
She's
inside
not a
out?
doctor.
Can
What?
you pop one out if you reverse it?
I thought you were asking her to.
I think we should
Not
ask.
now, not now,
You
but
can
in general.
put it in.
I think the microphone that you guys gave me knows the most because it is
Phallic.
phallically feminine.
Yeah.
Is what I was going to say.
It's also it feels like you're on a game show, does it not?
Right now,
Yeah.
it feels like I'm sponsoring cuties. Like coming up next to
Not
the
gonna say
stage,
great
something
movie
else you
today.
shouldn't look at.
Nope.
I've heard
Sorry.
great reviews about that movie.
I've never seen it. I was going
Me
for a
either.
riff.
Oh.
I just know
and
it's
it
about
flopped.
children, so it is in my watch later.
I thought it was about clementines.
Those are delicious.
Love
Got 'em.
clementines.
Got him. All right, this podcast sucks. We end it. No.
Yeah,
I'm good.
just no.
Guys,
Good
thanks for
choice.
watching the Jerks
No,
podcast.
let's keep talking
I
about how you
agree.
just want to be a comedian on this
Right,
comedy
so it's-
podcast.
Something about right.
Yeah.
See what you are like. So like, if you got, so you definitely don't like. Why do it at all? That just could be like as a hobby type shit. Like you love the art of it. 'Cause
I
don't get
just
people who
love the
do
art
who
of
don't
it.
want it as a
That'd be
career.
fun.
I love
To me, it
the
doesn't
I
make
love the
sense.
good art of it. Like I love the
Yeah.
good show. I think it's it's like it's about taking risk. It's about just being kind of like in the moment. Like my favorite comedy isn't like bits or things that are worked out. It's like moments in space and time. Like, you know, it's just like
Like a you had to be there type shit.
yeah, and I think that's like the type of comedy that I do the best at. You know, it's not like I can't write for fucking shit.
Yeah.
like,
You ever seen like Roy Scovel?
yeah,
Like,
like
what he
I
does,
love,
it's
I
like-
do love Roy Scovel.
Yes, I think
know?
everyone that shares that opinion, because I would say I'm of the same school of thought, where it's like I like riffs better than I like I appreciate a great riff better than I appreciate a great written joke.
Like I love
to be
crowd
honest.
work. Like when crowd
That's
work's
my
going
favorite-
good,
My
it's
favorite
fucking
thing to do
a
ever is crowd
jam.
work and riffing, like throwing away the material.
Yeah.
'Cause it's so you have no idea what's going to happen. Like that's the only way that like unique shit can happen is if you do that.
I think it goes better too if you don't have an ego about it. Like
Yeah.
where it's like if you're dead inside,
Yeah, Glenn. You fat pussy. Why aren't you here this week, bitch? You better be next week.
Dude, he
Okay.
might be here. The mic hasn't started yet.
You don't know.
I hate that I'm defending him.
can
in
you
this
tell him
scenario.
that we reformatted it to
Yeah,
not
now
be?
we have no mics.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
are quiet. We
leaned into
snap
it.
fingers when people do good.
beatnik.
which is never.
Beatnik. Very cool.
It was kind of free marketing. That he was hating on us.
It was
Can
really
we-
free
can we
marketing. It was
talk-
supposed to
Especially
be
when
the Chicago
everybody
group.
was like, "You suck." How
Yeah.
was the bomb?
Can we talk about how we went out?
Yeah,
The other day?
on a
How
date.
was that?
Yeah.
You guys just
Yeah.
hung out?
Yeah, dude.
Without us?
With,
Mhm.
I
We did
invited
not
all of
invite
you
you.
guys.
We did not invite
I
you.
did.
Oh, I was
did invite
invited.
them.
Yeah, but I didn't, and that's the
That's
point.
Mo.
I was invited.
like, how
I
far
hate to
do
bring
you-
it to you.
He's like, "How far away do you live?" I'm like, "In Crystal Lake, 45 minutes." He's like, "You did that for this? For me and
Dude,
Chris?"
it was trash. I,
was like, yeah.
fucking walked
No,
there.
it was a good time. Me, you, Chris. talking
Just throwing
shit.
you guys in here.
Dude,
just
I
hanging
would
out.
fucking drive
Boys.
45
It was
minutes
Mahoney's.
for you,
It's a
dude.
podcast.
You had the Mahoney's? Okay.
I was gonna come here. But
We did come.
Mahoney's with
No,
Mahoney's.
well, me and Chris went here
Colin,
first, and then
bailed on us.
it was, you know, fucking
Wow.
karaoke. I don't want to fucking
Colin's
sometimes.
fun.
Maybe
Yeah,
you should bail
yeah,
on
we
him.
game a lot.
I wanted to
Bail
bring
on
up
the
how you think liking small titties is gay. And because
Prove me wrong.
you said
AJ has
what do you-
small titties.
What do you mean?
If you fucked AJ,
I have no titties.
We're talking
Small
about
titties
we're
is
talking
different than
about
no
we're
titties.
talking about female presenting or identifying.
I'd be happy with them.
No, you wouldn't. At
No.
the bar, you weren't.
This
At
was
the bar, you called me gay.
he's clearly projecting.
You said might as well
That's a
fuck
good
a
game.
man.
I might have said that.
You did.
You are 100% a tits over ass guy.
Oh yeah, dude.
I
I'm such
peg
a
you
tits
for
guy.
that,
I'm such a
100%.
tits
All right,
guy.
okay,
I
I'm
love
an
to get
ass
bagged as
guy.
well.
I'm
I
an
like
ass guy
ass.
by far.
See, no, here my argument is anybody can get an ass. You just have to squat. With tits, you have to either be born with them or know a rich guy.
Okay, so here's the thing that I
So
here's
it's more
here-
like evolution.
They never pay for them themselves.
They never pay for it.
here- what the tits? They don't
It
pay
was
for
a
the
joke, I was
tits.
joking.
Okay,
Titties.
here's the
Misogyny.
you shared a Instagram photo of a lady.
Kylie Jenner?
I don't know.
It's Kylie Jenner.
Well, I don't know.
I do.
Okay, with the huge fake, everything like that, and you're like,
Big
that's the
fake
primo.
mommy milkers.
Yeah, that's the primo of the pre. You're like, I love it. I love the
fake shit,
plastic.
the fake
Daughter of
lips,
an
All
that
right.
fake nose, with
Now,
Michael Jackson.
me and you
Disgusting.
and Dylan, so he could be a witness. He knows how divorce works. All right, so me and you
Yeah.
get
Time.
transported to the Industrial Revolution before plastic tits are invented. Who you fucking?
I'm probably going gay.
You go the complete opposite.
We're going
I'm
to
gonna
want to
say-
If
rap.
Mark
Fuck
can't have
guy.
big
You're
tits, he
gonna
doesn't
fuck
want
rich
tits
guy.
at
You're
all.
gonna fucking.
Dude, I'd be insultingly
You're
gay.
like, I'm gonna fuck the guy that owns the canned
Dude,
soup company.
No, I'd be so gay they'd hang me. Are you kidding me? It was still illegal to be that gay then.
yeah.
So I'd take that way.
All right. Wait. Okay.
No, I'm just happy to be there sometimes. But like, would I rather than be big, perfect, and fake? Yes.
No. I like a good full shape B cup is
But
better
eventually, those are gonna.
I
Need some
mean,
work.
there's so much plastic in it. Why don't
You know?
you just like fuck a
'Cause
box
also
of
they're gonna-
Crayolas?
Gravity works.
That's
They're gonna
true.
get saggy
Yeah,
eventually.
you could pick them up. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
pick them. Yeah, ladies, pick them.
But dude, you do realize how gravity works. Like the bigger the tit, the faster it's gonna sag.
exactly. Yeah, so
That's
make them look like they're always in a push-up bra. Nice, fake,
Mm-hmm.
firm, no gravity.
Gravity still works on silicone.
I don't think it makes
still
them. I don't
happens.
think they droop like the big naturals do.
still-
we
they
would need
still-
Chris here
down,
for this,
maybe,
but I
yeah.
think because he's the only one who has an expertise on tits here. So, do fakes droop?
There is a lady here.
Do fake tits droop?
No, unless they start leaking.
So they
Gross.
start leaking. They can
I'm
leak.
leaking right now, dude. Just talking about
Yeah.
this.
How do you
Little bit
get
of
them to
pre-cum?
leak?
Yeah, how do you make them leak? No, I've tried. You can't pop them very
No.
hard.
You can't pop them.
No,
you
I was
just
scared.
squeeze it and look into the girl.
Yeah, I was scared. I was scared that this
they
was
The
gonna
lady
pop. I was
says
like,
you can
pussy.
pop them.
You can pop 'em.
You can,
Can
pop
you
pussy.
pop?
That would be
Pop
kind of,
'em, lock 'em,
happened
and
to Mia
drop 'em?
Khalifa. She got hit in the fucking tit by a hockey puck and it exploded.
Who hit the hockey puck?
A hockey player.
What a man's man, right there.
Yeah.
Imagine being that guy.
What can you do?
Your
to
biggest
tits?
credit as a hockey player is that you destroyed Mia Khalifa's tits.
That is
That's
Dude,
the
I want to
pretty-
destroy her too. What do you guys rate her out of 10? Can't use this out.
Who?
Mia Khalifa. Or the
Mia
hockey
Khalifa?
player. Yeah.
I don't know any of these people.
You did
I
never
live,
see Mia Khalifa?
I live in a fucking bubble on purpose, dude. I don't.
Just
I don't know.
Type in Pornhub. She'll be there.
What about the
Okay.
eyebrows?
She'll be in the. You
I don't know
so
names.
You guys,
do I
Mia
know
Khalifa?
her? Do I probably know her? Hell
No,
yeah.
you
No, you do.
definitely
You
know
do.
her.
You do 100% know her.
There's
Okay.
no way you don't.
I really thought you were talking about a rapper at first, to be honest.
Wiz
You're
Khalifa?
kidding me?
Yeah.
Also built very well. I can see.
I'm
You think someone
dyslexic.
popped Wiz Khalifa's tit at a hockey game?
I'm dyslexic with ADD. Yeah.
That's not how language works.
By the way, I did notice you're still drinking
Porn.
Bud Light. Thoughts?
Jizz
Ooh,
Khalifa.
Bud
he's
Light?
gay. Told you. I guess what I said the bar was right.
Are you a trans man? It's okay if you are.
No, I don't.
Come on, put
I
the
don't
beer in
think
your
I
mouth. You
am.
know you want to. Come on,
Hold
suck
on.
on it a little bit.
Were you?
I really didn't think you would do that.
That's how you have
What
to
do you
drink
mean?
Bud
Why
Light
wouldn't
for
I
all
do that?
No, you're a
Why
cool-
wouldn't
no,
I be proud of my natural skill set?
You did it because you're a
This
cool
is
guy.
why I hate comedy, because I'm better at drinking beer.
You are. That was a very cool guy thing to do. When did you find out you don't have a gag reflex?
Just now.
It wasn't just now. He knew that wasn't going to
You
gag.
knew that?
He's like,
I
I'm
mean,
not
it's a
impressed
cool
with that
party
one.
trick, right? When
When you and your homies
Dog.
are hanging out.
yeah,
Yeah.
prob- I don't
Yeah,
know,
watch
probably
this.
high school.
It's a
Probably.
suspicious answer.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you had a lot of coaches in high school. So,
Oh, yeah, the penis taste test.
yeah,
gotta
it is
make
sure. I
like,
always
do you
fail
want to
that.
play starting or what?
Want to ride the bench?
You know how you get in the varsity, don't you?
So speaking of pedophiles,
I wanna get most
so art. You
improved.
want to do art. You want to be an artist.
Yeah. Don't you want to be an artist?
No.
You are doing art.
Yep.
Okay.
Just because people pay me sometimes.
Okay.
But
Dylan,
You're
do
in it
you
for
want to
the
be an
money.
artist?
I am. And I don't really like doing it for money, though. It feels like doing creative stuff for money
Oh, dude,
sucks
it ruins.
sometimes.
I think the thing that bothers me with stand up is I have such an attitude. I can actually tell you the time that I met a booker at Laugh Factory.
On
Bob
Grindr.
Keane introduced me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Bob Keane was the booker at Laugh
No,
Factory.
no, no.
I was like, wait, what?
Dude, I would be doing fucking Laugh Factory all the time.
Yeah.
No, Bob Keane
Things would
goes.
be a lot different.
So he goes, Brennan, I want you to meet this guy. He's the booker of the Laugh Factory and everything like that. And I was like, I was a little drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the booker goes, he starts going like that whole routine, like, oh yeah, if he says you're good, then we're gonna put you on and blah blah blah. And don't worry, it's good to know me. And I literally, I was like, you need to stop talking, because I spent my whole life avoiding people like you. And I closed out my tab and left.
Did they book you?
No,
Oh.
but that's why I
I
can't.
respect the honesty.
Dude,
Yeah.
I can't do that. Dude, I ruin every
You can't do the
opportunity.
networking
You're not
thing.
gonna-
I
Yeah.
fucking want to throw the fuck up, dude. I want to
Yeah.
throw up.
I get that.
That's why you
Yeah.
do your own like carpentry thing. Like you don't have to have the fake customer voice. I couldn't see like being at home, people being like, "I'll help you with paint."
Yeah, no,
I
I
couldn't see you
get-
being the sales side of things by any means.
I mean,
Be
I
honest.
do it.
I could sell myself unless it's like here's the difference between art. It's like I can have that attitude with art, where I can go fuck yourself. But with comedy, and like doing it in Chicago, it's all brown nosing. You know what I mean?
There's
It's
a
just
lot of brown nosing
Like
in
we're
this.
just like, oh, I better not hurt this dude's little feelings and ego about it, otherwise he won't book. It's like fuck you and fuck your $20.
Dude, there is a lot of that of the being
Yeah.
scared of talking about other people.
And it's like when it comes to money, it's like, bitch, I don't need your 50 fucking bucks. Like, go fuck yourself. You're not motivating me.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
like that doesn't need to be your money or.
Yeah, and it's like who the fuck? I'd rather
That's a
fucking go
different
places
game.
and fucking just like be myself and be funny who I am than fucking appease or sign contracts to fucking like. I remember the last time with the Comedy Shrine when it was still open, I put in
Which
when-
one?
the second one when they
It
wanted
failed twice.
when they wanted me the host. I asked for a contract reverberage agreement, and then they didn't do it. And then basically they're like, "Hey, just confirming you're up." I was like, "You didn't sign the verbiage change that I made, so I'm not doing it."
Well,
and they're
if you
like,
don't mind me
what?
asking, what was the verbiage change?
What does that mean?
So
It
on
just means
the,
you changed part of the contract.
So-
you know, I'm stupid. Whatever.
so the verbiage of it said that if you drop out of the show short notice, then you are subject to liability for any and all expenses that went into that show. And I said, I'm not signing that because, and there's like, no, don't worry, we're not assholes here. And it's like, history says you fucking are.
right. But also, why put that in the contract if you're never going to
Right,
use it?
and it's
you know?
Yeah.
like where it's like, all right, so what am I responsible for? What if my replacement goes up and just says the N-word and walks the entire crowd? Am I responsible for your drink losses? Am I responsible for your marketing?
Right.
What does that
would
mean?
be your fault if he
Yeah,
said
because
it.
I dropped. So I
It's kind of like when landlords put like a clause in there that like, oh, there's no cancellation, you got to pay the remainder, and they're like, oh no, we would negotiate. It's like, no, you wouldn't, because that's in the lease. Like otherwise, you wouldn't put that in there. You know?
Yeah, maybe. And it kind of does depend on people's like either business perspective or what their financial means are. Because if you were in that situation and they're like, actually, we do want the whole thing. And if you just go, well, how about you talk to my lawyer?
Right.
Like if you can cough that up, and then it's like, then they're like, okay, yeah, let's negotiate before that.
Yeah.
you know? So it just,
Yeah. If
I
you
don't
call
know.
their bluff a little bit, they're gonna give in.
Yeah. So.
So like, what are you doing for like working like towards art being your career? Like, how often are you?
I don't know
What
if I'm
kind of art?
working for it. I work on art every day.
Like, what kind do you do? Digital on stuff? Like,
No, I actually paint, draw, sketch, and everything like that. So I mostly focus in watercolor.
Like, do you like sketch on a blank piece, then go onto canvas and shit, or are you just doing?
I'm a
like,
watercolor painter.
Yes. What do you use? What do you
Watercolor
use
paper.
On what? On like a thick
Yeah,
paper.
yeah, it's just
Okay.
like a thick paper. But it's
Sure.
like I'm doing something proactively art every day.
Do you try and sell these?
I am getting into it again, and that's kind of like that was kind of the decision I made. It was like in the 4 years that I was selling my art, I made more money doing that than in the almost 10 years doing comedy. It's just not for me, man.
Well, comedy's not really a money thing until like 10 to 15 years into it. Like
Until
you
you're
make
big.
You
it's
still
pretty
want
much
it to
you're
be a
paying
money
to do
thing.
it until if you have a phone call, you could totally answer.
Yeah,
it.
no, I
should answer it on the
actually,
podcast.
yeah, I need to
can
do
do
this real quick. Just kidding, I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
No, I'm not
Was that
answering my phone.
Seinfeld?
Bring
Don't
them
answer.
onto the podcast.
It was my
Brennan.
accountant, okay?
Was it really? Such a rich person problem.
Yeah, we can't have him. Like the only issue we've
It was
had
my
has been
accountant that
Hannah
was like,
Belmont,
you are doing so well. You're
That is
doing
our
so-
rule. The only Jews allowed on this podcast are Hannah Belmont.
so- Yeah.
That's it.
So like you should live stream you doing art. That's what I would do. Like live stream and then people would buy it as I'm
I
doing
think
it
I
and
would
shit.
like to do that eventually.
be so
Right now,
good at
I'm
that,
just
dude.
like right now it's
Yeah, with
all
your
prepping
personality
for
and
like shows that I'm
But it could
doing.
be just a money based thing though, because like
No, I
Yeah.
love it. I genuinely love it.
I feel like you-
But I
you love
happen to
comedy.
love it and do well when I do it.
So are you trying to make that your full time thing?
I would like to add it to my revenue stream.
For sure.
You
That's
know
a good
what
way
I
to
mean?
put it.
Like it's like what is a
better way to
dream even?
approach it.
You know what I mean? It's just like if you can do all of it, just do all of it. If it works, it works. You know, I don't have to go around being like I only make money off art like Jason. You know, that's awesome.
Right.
That's fucking awesome.
It's so cool.
And
so
he
cool.
he's in a fan. What's his last name?
Siler. Have you talked to Jason a whole bunch? Because I would say that would be the perfect person to kind of not mentor, but like.
Oh, he's leaps and bounds
He also
above
might
me in
make-
every single way with art.
I know, but he does the thing. So it's like you know.
But
I
like
don't
what
know.
kind of art do you do? Like so watercolor like his is like cartoonish. Jason's always like cartoonish, kind of like realistic cartoonish.
I do cartoonish cartoon stuff. Like it's just like what would it be?
Jason's stuff is described as caricature.
Yeah.
Yeah, political, and it's so good.
It's
he
very
just
good.
fucking
It's
nails
Do you
it.
make your own cartoon characters or do you
Yeah.
like draw other people?
No, I don't draw anything else. I'll do like a recreate of it. It's lowbrow what I do. What Jason does is way beyond any of my
There's
capability.
so much low brow that sells for so expensive. Like some of the
Yeah.
shit's like,
People
oh,
like it.
you're,
Some of them
you're
have
buying
money.
it? Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just got to hit once. Once you get one sale
But if you
of that
aim
price.
for,
it's like a
for
stock
money,
option.
then like it won't be what you want to make.
Yeah, well, a monetary
It just
thing
would
is a
change it.
terrible goal.
Well, no, I kind of disagree with you actually. I think that if you create stability and like you're spending your money that you make with the art to create more art, it's like it's okay to have it be about the money, because eventually, as an artist, like where it's just like you go, I pay taxes on this shit,
Yeah.
or I sign contracts over it. It's like it has to be about the money then. So it's like with the like that, the fact that they're like you're liable for that. It's like, guess what? The art is about the money right now. And I don't know you well enough to know that you're not going to sue me in small claims court because your replacement opener fucked the whole show up. I don't know you well enough to do that.
It's very fair.
So
I heard Kanye say something like, "Why do I need a contract?" Like he was saying, like if it was his friend, he'd just give him half now, and then after his friend does whatever he needs, half at the end.
Well, that's
Like,
just
how we
building
do.
good people to work around.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
contracts are usually probably for both people's benefit. If it's a good contract.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
this
also
is
feel like the
legally
structure of
binding.
needing a contract for everything is created by the legal system, where it's like they feel like they need to impose. It's the same way like you can't buy a house now without a real estate agent, where it's like it should be a pretty simple transaction.
Yeah, I'm sure
people
that'll
should
change.
be able to do that.
I feel like that'll change. Like you'll be able to buy one on the online eventually.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Can't you already buy a house online?
You could. That's the
I
whole thing with like
don't know.
blockchain is that they're trying to
Huge
solve it all, but
Do you think you're an artist? Just because I mean, like what you're doing and everything like that.
I don't-
like,
Comedy is art.
I don't
sure.
think I would consider it. I don't think I consider art. I don't think I consider comedians artists.
You do not.
I think it's too blue collar of a job.
Well, it's a performing
That's
art.
interesting.
You know what I mean? Like art.
No,
to me,
I want you to go more though.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Go more.
Deeper.
I
Art to
haven't
me
heard
is
this.
like you're doing something like you're inspired and it's always a feeling. Whereas like comedy to me is like you get up and you do it every day. Like you know what I mean? Like I think comedy you have to do it when you're not inspired, no matter what. Whereas like music or like painting or something, I think sometimes it comes from a feeling. Comedy, I feel like the best people are people that just did it no matter
It's
how they were
work
feeling for
first.
10 years.
I think
And
like,
then at the
people-
end of it, they were really good at it.
I feel like with people who make it with anything, it's kind of not about the feeling though. Like, 'cause you can't always be inspired, or like if they're making music, like if they want it to be a career, you kind of have to like work at it as a career, kind of like doing it every day, like with stand up, like with YouTube, like it is about the money. Like I wouldn't post 5 times a week if I didn't want to get
You
money.
do it every
Right.
day, right?
Yeah, so like
So you
once
have
I
the
heard,
discipline.
yeah, somebody was like, if you want it to be a career, you have to treat it like one. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll work, every day.
By the way, and I mean this as a compliment, I would view like what you do online and on YouTube the same way I view stand-up, where it's like, I think it's too blue collar to be considered you're an artist.
Yeah, but I
because
love
you're
it.
just
Same.
I love it. I love it. But
Dude,
I'm
it's
saying-
great what you do.
Yeah, I
You're
wouldn't
just
say-
recording and uploading every day.
I would
Like
say
there's
it's,
nothing it's inspired. It's
I would
just,
say it's creative, professional, but like I would definitely not an art for sure.
But I
yeah,
mean it
would
in a good
say-
way.
Yeah, and I definitely don't do
There's
it
a
just when I'm
creative
inspired.
lane to it,
Like,
though.
yeah, I would, yeah, I mean, because I guess since it is just
I
observational
mean, it's
roast
you
humor, there
being
is-
you. You're coming up with your own thoughts. You're thinking about it. You're cutting it. You're clipping it. You're wearing your fucking, your shit.
Your vest. Mhm.
You're repping yourself there.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty creative. I don't know.
Yeah, I try.
You know?
I don't think it's a lack of creativity. I think it's the fact that like with the YouTube stuff, it's like there's a system to it. Like we've talked about this before, where it's like you wake up, you find a video, you record, you react. There's no like I have this feeling, so I'm gonna make this kind of video. I guess there's a little bit of that, but
But I
think
mean,
with bits, it's the same way. You just do new stuff.
with the same with the I'm tapping your foot.
You're good.
Like how I watched one of your little videos,
Main channel.
Wineboxpapi.
Yeah, reaction.
And you were
stuff.
talking about what was it, Free Use Act? On
Yeah,
it,
Free
it's
Use, but-
it's like that comment on it was funny, creative, and everything, but it came from a sense of business,
Yeah.
So it's just like it's both.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely creative. I mean, it's like would be considered a creative professional and shit. But like, also, I think it's like a job that like I could outsource the majority of the job to somebody editing, to somebody who's like not creative at all.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah, but
I
that's
guess.
less sustainable.
What do you mean?
It'd be like-
Because it
it'd
gives
just
them
be
the
expensive.
opportunity. It gives the opportunity for them to give 100% to editing when there's no way for me to give 100%.
Whereas you're giving 30% or whatever.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
I can only give so much, and like I'm doing the other thing. So if they
Right.
can give 100%, they'll just no matter what be better than me over time if they're giving 100%.
I think that's a Mr. Beast quote that I really like. Is
I
like,
actually stole that from Mr.
you
Beast.
still have where it's like he goes.
I didn't want to say that.
Dude, that was it the Colin and Samir interview?
The who?
Colin and Samir. I love that he basically says something where he's like, if you think no one can replicate your editing style, take however long you edit. Let's say you edit for an hour. It's like, well, yeah, maybe no one else can replicate that in an hour, but if they spend 3 hours on it easily, they
To
can
me, that doesn't make
replicate it.
sense. Like somebody can't replicate your editing style. It's like it's just a computer. You're just doing.
I kind of agree.
I don't get how. I mean, unless you're doing like really deep animations, like that one, fucking who's the comedian who has the podcast, who like there's a bunch of animations. He's really autistic. You might know him. You guys all hang out. Fuck. Anthony? No, I don't know.
Hernandez?
No.
No.
Fuck. Well,
Either way,
There
but
one day.
Yeah, we'll get it in post.
not a Chicago. He's just.
I guess not that it's the
autistic.
same as editing, but you could say the same for comedians about writing, where it's like, oh, no one can replicate your writing style. But then it's like the bigger comics get, the more they just hire writers and just have them kind of do
You're
it.
a writer, aren't you?
I would say so.
Wait, big comedians.
Like
don't
how
hire-
often? What is your writing process?
Some do.
Do you
It's
have
pretty. It's honestly.
you
it
wake
needs-
up, you do
it should be
cocaine.
more
What?
consistent. The cocaine is in there for sure, but I don't know what's right
Do you put
afterwards.
cocaine in your coffee instead of sugar?
I
'Cause
usually do it right off of the
Wait,
notebook.
what?
And then right
Mark is just learning that famous comics have writers. This is
Are you not aware of this? Like Chris Rock, like Louis C.K. became famous because he wrote for Chris Rock. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, you can hire people.
The bigger you get as a comic, the more they're just hiring writers. Anyone can replicate anyone's style. If you're a good enough writer, you
But
can
that's because it's a
replicate it.
business at that point. You
Yeah.
have to outsource. You're on the road. You're
That's what I'm
networking
saying.
and everything
But
like
then,
that.
think about it.
That's
test
crazy.
material for you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Think about it in like the context of like a TV show, right? Like South Park, for example. The writers that were there on South Park season 1, none of them are there anymore. It's still the same show. They just hire writers
I
in
think
a
a writer
similar
could
style and they
easily
develop
replicate
these-
a person's voice totally.
easily. Yes.
But I don't think they could do Chris Rock on stage.
But here's the thing. So let's say
Right.
let's say you're Mark
He's the only
Carsky,
one.
you get really big, you're starting to hire a team of writers, right? Let's say
Is that like a normal thing?
yeah.
yeah.
What?
Let's say you hire a team of
Yeah.
3 writers. It depends how big you are, but
What the fuck
Because
is
you're
going
going
on
to
here?
be flying, you're going to be traveling, you're going to
Yeah, you
be
have all this
booking all
free
these
time.
things. No, that's not
no,
free time.
It's not free time at all.
Flying is free time.
Dude, you have a lot going on if you're running a business. If
Here's
it's
my,
a
that's why you
business.
here's my point.
A
Just let me
manager.
get to this. Let's say you had 3 new writers that you're bringing on, right? And they're writing for Mark Carsky. They each give you 3 to 5 minutes of material a week, but then you go and test that out, and you're the one that's developing it. You know what I mean? They're just giving you the
It's
new
kind of
jokes.
like they're just giving you tags. I guess
They're
that's-
just giving you premises or whatever.
I don't like that.
It's just like other comics giving you tags. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I guess it's just cutting out because especially because like comedians, if you're big, they're not going to want to come up and give you a tag because they're scared.
Yeah.
And they're making money off it, though. So what's the problem?
but you're
I just
paying the
never-
writers.
Never knew that.
Like Chris, I've heard
I had no
I've heard
idea.
Louis C.K. talk about when he used to write for Chris Rock, and he's like, it was cool because Chris Rock would always come in the room and be like, "Hey guys, we are a team. Like I'm the guy that's out there, but this isn't like Chris Rock. This is the Chris Rock. Like this is the experience right here."
Everyone that goes.
I mean, like
Everyone's
even like
involved.
studio musician, like bands buy hit songs.
100%.
Like, do you know the
Yeah, but
band
that makes-
Sia or the lady? Was
Sia,
it
Sia, yeah.
Sia
Sia.
used to write hit songs for like Rihanna and all
Yeah.
this
That
shit.
makes more sense
And
to
then
me.
she went underground, and then like that first album, I think it was like where she's like, "Oh, I took all the hit songs that were rejected." And they go, it's not a hit song, and I just made them a hit song.
That's like you know Benny Blanco. Benny
Yeah.
Blanco's wrote like 50 top #1 hits, and no one knows who he is.
Right.
But realistically, 2 things are probably gonna happen. You can probably go on Fiverr or like one of the freelance sites right now.
ChatGPT is probably be able to write jokes.
That was the second one. Is you could probably get a freelance writer.
What is it?
Through $5,
ChatGPT.
or you could just use AI, and you could probably. You're still gonna have to develop the material and make it into your voice, but it could
yeah,
probably
you still
write
have
some
to do
jokes
the
for you.
like the learned like where you're acting like you're just coming up with it on stage. Type
Yes,
shit.
you're still gonna have to learn how to work it into your act and deliver it, and
the where everything's placed.
Make it
and shit
tighter.
Like that.
You're a writer, aren't you? You gotta be.
he's a-
You
well, he's
gotta
still
be
a
a
writer.
writer.
He's an
He's a
actual-
writer.
He physically writes.
Yeah.
Like actually writes, and I think he like would be like probably the best person to hire for a writer. Like I don't
For
physically,
sure.
you
I
don't physically write at all.
Thanks.
No.
You don't use like a notebook and write down stuff.
I write down like if I think about Spanish class, I'll just write down Spanish class.
Spanish class,
And I'll just kinda see
come
what
for
happens.
queef.
Yeah.
I think
El
honestly,
Doggo.
And you go,
this
I'll
is
remember
from
it.
someone who does riff a lot on stage. I think writing down a bit word for word sometimes does help you because you write it so slow that you take time to think about it and you'll discover new stuff.
I used to write word for word, and it would come out so bad. It
you don't
would
have to
be-
repeat it word for
it
word.
would
I'm
be
just saying as
so
an exercise,
rehearsed.
like write it down.
Yeah, but
Do
I
you
feel
do
like
crowd work?
Occasionally.
Do you do crowd work?
I do tons of crowd work.
You do
I could
mostly.
Do
I
you
could do a whole set of just crowd work.
are you pre-planning your crowd work, or do you have like back pocket shit? No, not at all. If you had to get a percentage, like 20% to
Well, I
80.
feel like I have kind of anything like in my mind for most things that can be said. I probably have something that I could say. Like I doubt that you're gonna really say something in the English
have no
vernacular I
thoughts
haven't
about-
heard before.
Yeah.
So you'll just talk till it's funny.
Yeah, like if you say something stupid and it doesn't make sense, I'll ask something else type shit.
I feel like people forget about crowd work. It's all about asking.
yeah.
You keep digging, and then like you let it be funny, or you just let it die right there, and then you talk about how it died.
I've never thought about it ever. Actually,
There are also,
never gave thought to it.
I feel like with crowd work, there are also a lot of practical skills, and I think you do a pretty good job of this, where it's like you do have to like repeat
What word
whatever
did
the
you
person
say?
said. There's a lot of practical skills to it.
Oh,
where it's like,
practical.
you got to repeat whatever the person said into a microphone, because like if you're not in a bar like this, you're in a big venue.
Oh,
They
yeah,
got to hear
yeah.
what you just said.
Yeah, they're not gonna hear that person.
They're not going to hear the person. So like that's my number one pet peeve with crowd work is when people don't repeat the audience, and then also when they try to do surface level. So like let's say I'm like, oh, how long you been married? And it's like 12 years, and they immediately make a joke about 12 years. And like you said, it's more about asking. It's like, okay, well, go deeper. What else is there?
Or I hate when like people
If
are
you have time.
some people are so bad at it. They're like, yo, what do you do for a living? They'll be like accounting, and they'll go, I got nothing for that. I got nothing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's pretty funny.
Or somebody went,
I love seeing it
this
though.
was
Brendan,
funny.
that's
They
hilarious.
went,
Because I mean, like to get into like crowd work, you have to put yourself into this situation, and that's admirable. You know,
Dude,
like
somebody
to be
literally
like,
said,
it's-
"I'm gonna do
This is
crowd
the
work
only
now."
art that like where it requires public failure to get good at it. Like
Yeah.
I could suck at painting fucking
Quietly.
alone,
Yes.
and nobody has to know. It gets ripped up, thrown in garbage. I fucking wipe my ass with it, flush it down the toilet.
fair.
Like nobody knows.
And same thing with music, same thing with everything else.
Yeah.
You can.
would you say that like
Nobody knows that I'm bad at drawing titties until I'm good at
no,
drawing
you're,
titties.
you're
say, you
really
know what?
good at
Okay,
it.
can
You're
I-
really good. I've been jerking off nonstop to your titties. You
Thank you,
Bewee.
dude. They're
Bewee.
small, aren't they? Tiny.
They're so you made
1
them
inch
so
by 1
perky.
inch.
You made him so perky.
I draw huge tits on small level. That's what I do.
That's what I'm looking for in a woman.
I take 2 inch by 2 inch canvases and I draw the fattest fucking knockers.
Dude, don't stop.
That I just want to fucking,
Yeah.
fucking,
You're talking my style right
You
now.
were talking about tits popping. My tits are popping,
I like that, dude. That
and that's
completely-
called sales.
That is
Can I-
how you just did the Men in Black memory wipe thing to me. I have no idea what we were just saying before you talked about those fat knockers, those big tits,
Those big fat tiny knockers.
fat mommy
knockers.
milkers.
Big fat tiny titty
I was gonna
witties.
say, do you think, like statistically, based off of like how hard this is as a career, is one of the hardest?
I don't like how you're
jobs?
saying hard after talking about my art form
Well,
of
I'm
giant
hard.
small titties.
Bricked up,
Are you hard
That
in the
sounds
dick or
hard.
the titties?
definitely my penis.
Okay.
Okay, you're hard about my
I love looking at you when I
giant,
think about my
giant
Do the
tiny
two go
titties.
together?
Right?
Huh?
Do the two go together? I don't know if I ever had all three.
A
Of
tiny-
what?
No,
Wait.
a hard dick and two nipples.
Wait,
Have you?
you probably always have.
Have you ever had all three?
I think you always.
I don't think I've ever had the trifecta, dude.
What? You've never had a boner in the cold? Fucking moron.
I don't think so.
He's
That's
jerked off
my
in a
point.
river.
No, that's my point. But it was warm out. That's my point. I
The
think
water was cold.
He might have never had a
cold,
crossover.
cold, hard nipples, warm dick.
I'm trying to think
I
of.
don't think it ever moves together.
Dude, I think your nipples.
You don't
I
have
think
enough blood flow.
You just don't check.
John,
You
give
need
us some
somebody to
ice.
check for
Give
you.
us some
Yeah, it's
ice
weird if
over
you
Need one of
right
us
now.
to check when
It's
you're
weird
jerking
if you.
off.
It's weird if you check if you're hard and then you go,
I
"Oh, look
think
at my
that
nipples."
you're.
Some guys' feelings are
I
in the
think
nipple.
if your dick is hard, you're too distracted to know to like go like
That's what I
mental
thought.
check. Are my nipples hard? You're
then I
not
thought-
thinking
I'm
about
going
it.
to from now on.
Well,
Really?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
Thank you for ruining sex forever, dude.
Just be like,
My
can't even get his
cousin-
nipples hard.
He had his titties pierced, got them taken out, and he said his nipples are hard forever. So in like 90-degree weather, his friends were like, "Whoa, buddy."
Yeah.
My nipples are hard a lot of the time. To be
Band-Aids.
honest,
Are they
Why
hard
wear a
right now?
black shirt?
I think so.
Can I
Not
try?
right now. I don't
But
think
it's
so.
a
No, not right now.
turn-off for
You don't
you.
want to share
Right
that
now.
information?
Do you have
Okay.
nipples that are the right size for you, or are they too
It's all
big?
about
I think
consent,
they're a little
folks.
small, actually.
Nice, very nice.
And they're a
Same.
little small.
I have very small nipples. I like small nipples.
My
How about
middle
you?
one's my
Kiwi?
middle one's small.
You got big fat nipples.
I think
What kind of nipples you got?
my
What kind of nips you got, bro?
my
Do you
ex
have a beard?
Pepperoni.
my ex-wife's dad once saw my nipples and he goes, "You got lady nipples."
Wow.
I was 19.
Wow. Now
Do you know
what
how
about
that
six
affected me?
Is that why you started doing the breast cup thing, the suction cups?
Yeah.
To increase the size of
You do suction cups?
It's an edging
all the time.
related.
Yeah, and he goes,
Uh-huh.
and he's
Yeah. Are you referencing YMH right now? Are you calling me Pig Norton? You're so proud of yourself.
I haven't stopped thinking about that since I saw it.
Dude, he was a fucking broker.
Dude,
or
those
something.
tits-
He was like in like insurance
Dude,
sales.
His tits are fat.
They are fat. That's what he wants. He has a fucking tattoo of a
Dude,
bra
somebody-
over.
They're like, "You're a pig." He's like, "I am a pig."
Yeah,
Look at
Have
the
you ever?
Look at the tits on this.
I don't feel like we should talk about this because I don't think it's topical. Because otherwise we're gonna get
Topic.
into
Yeah,
the
it's a little bit
fucking
of inside. They kind of have to
poutine.
know.
Or was it,
Talking
what's the fucking thing that Canada does with their fries?
Some oink noises.
Poutine.
Poutine.
Poutine. Thank you, Mary.
Nice.
Who's divorced now? Congratulations.
How many times?
Congratulations.
We got to make
I've
the
seen you
sounds
go
louder,
through
dude.
two marriages.
I'll
The
figure it
first
out.
one was in
It's not
third
all on you.
grade
We'll
to
figure it out.
chase
Figure
under
it
the
out.
willow trees. Yeah. Oh, two different. Oh my God! It is the two chases. Woo! Sorry,
Wait, she
I've
got
known
divorced
her
from a
since.
guy's named Chase.
No, so this is all right. So Mary has been my friend since first grade.
Oh shit! Congratulations. Very cool.
Is that
And
why you
I-
guys have the same tattoos?
Yeah, we have the exact same tattoos.
pretty cool.
It's
We do.
pretty
Similar
cool.
layout, for
You
sure.
should see our butthole tattoos, dude.
What-
It's
Is that not what's
Okay.
gonna happen?
our butthole tattoos are of giant, tiny titties.
What?
Dude, I can only get so hard.
If you had to get anything tattooed
have
on your
one.
butthole, what would it be? You can't say giant, tiny titties.
Probably your charisma.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Just my face?
No, your
open mouth?
The
your
words
charisma,
Lord,
whatever that means to you.
Well, it meant his face with his mouth open.
Well, that's what it all means to you guys. Apparently, that's
Not
what
me.
you imagine.
No, never. I
Okay.
would never think that.
What
Oh,
would
like you would get the words "your charisma."
No, I would get your
Is-
charisma, the essence of your charisma tattooed on my.
What does that even mean?
It'd probably be a mandala.
No, you'd have a Burby on each cheek.
Yeah, it'd be a Burby for sure.
Yeah.
Let's start one, stolen one, and one everyone.
What would you get tattooed on your
We
butthole?
should ask her. Or should you want to go
Oh,
last?
I would. Yeah.
Would I get tattooed on my butthole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would do like the enter here thing as a joke.
As
If
a
I gotta
joke.
do it, dude, I'm probably
I
just
mean,
putting.
I've seen a fair
taking
share of
one to the
butthole
grave.
tattoos on
only-
the internet.
I've only seen the octopus on multiple women.
Oh, Octo Booty? I follow her too.
But there's more than one of her.
booty.
What? Don't judge me.
There's more than one of her. No, it's concerning, honestly.
Yeah.
There's 8.
I'm totally for it.
8 tentacles coming out of her ass. I'm cool with it.
It's cool as fuck.
Tattoos
look
though, not
past
real,
it.
right?
It's cool.
Suction
No, they're
cups,
real.
kinda.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
she's
high
half
detailed
squid.
fucking
She's
new
half-
age, new
she's half
school
squid.
style.
It's a real squid.
I've seen a cobweb,
Seafood.
one ring to rule them all, and old Elvish.
Wow.
If you're a nerd, that was pretty clever.
Nice.
Very
I've seen
cool.
the spider webs around nipples. I don't like that.
You
I don't
don't?
like the heart nipples. I don't like that. Don't ruin
Oh,
my
like
tits.
like
Lee
pierced titties,
Raven,
Yeah.
I like pierced titties.
Yeah.
pierced.
Pierced
Yeah.
is cool.
That's pretty cool.
Of course he does.
Except it'll kind of throw you off if they just get them pierced and like, they hurt. I'm like, take it out.
Belly buttons.
I don't give
Yeah.
a shit about belly button. I have one.
Do you
No,
have a
you
belly
don't.
button piercing?
No,
Oh, okay.
He has a belly button.
I don't.
No.
I created myself.
It's just
For
flat
real?
like a
Dude,
Ken
that's
doll.
dope.
Just like my penis section.
When you
Yeah.
created
Flat.
yourself, did you
I
intend for
see.
yourself to become this right now in this
Oh,
moment?
this sucks.
This is
Yeah.
a disaster.
this is going
from-
Would you
horribly.
suggest to the
Force.
audience that they, if
I wanted to be
anybody's
an NBA
interested,
player. What are you talking
You want
about?
to be an NBA player?
Back in the day, and I also wanted to be a professional longboarder.
You
too.
do kind
do you
of. You
avoid,
resemble Birdman,
this?
if you know what it is. Like Chris Anderson.
Big Bird from Sesame Street.
No,
Big
Birdman.
Bird was
The
my
guy with the
best
mohawk
friend
and all the
growing up,
tattoos.
don't-
What
Actually,
about
I have
the
Mohawk,
guy?
what sport?
What's the black
Basketball.
dude with the?
I don't know.
With the piercings and the hair.
Dennis Rodman.
He broke his dick a bunch.
He did break his dick. Also in Korea.
Dennis
apparently.
Rodman's badass.
He
I
hung
don't
out
even
with-
give a
he
fuck,
fucking
dude.
hung out with Kim
Man.
Jong Un.
Cool dude.
Fucking the
That's
worm. That is the
Wait,
coolest
we didn't say we'd get on our
motherfucking
buttholes. What would you get?
Oh,
Dylan?
I'm sorry.
On my asshole.
Dylan, you should get
Yeah.
a beanie.
Since we're gonna get this, what would you get?
Well, I'd get an asterisk. That was my cult. It was asterisk, so it'd be my
That's
cult
the best
symbol.
one.
It's so good.
That's dope.
But Kurt Vonnegut said that looks like an asshole.
I
An
like that.
asterisk, so. But and it means
They do
little
look like a
stars, so
butthole.
it's kind of like.
Yeah.
Wait, so you would get your
huge little
butthole completely
titty.
blacked?
You get a
You couldn't really
blackout.
see it though. It's a black hole.
Well, it'd be a footnote. Nobody would look at it.
Yeah. There's
Lost
an
in
asterisk over that
space.
tattoo for sure. There's
I'd probably get like "fuck you, mom," and then my hole would be the O in mom.
That's hot. How do you feel
Well,
about
I'd
that?
show her.
top
You know,
top
Yeah.
row of text. Fuck you, and then mom.
Mom is
the
my
big one.
butthole.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
you get it covered up.
never.
Wouldn't you get the O and U so
I would-
that way it's like you know what I mean?
Well, then
That
they
way
might
it's
think it's
even.
about them. You know,
But it'd be like
No, I get what
on
he's-
the cheek.
I don't want my partner to think it's about them. I
Yeah.
want the guy to think it's about
Brennan,
my
I'm,
mother.
I'm telling you,
And I have
top
mommy
row,
issues.
I want the guy.
top row
Yeah.
is fuck you.
Yeah.
Because I'm going gay.
The
if I get
small
my
titted
mom.
lady.
What would you get?
No, he's
I'm
gonna have
saying
to.
for him, it has to be top row is fuck you, and then mom underneath. So that way it's center.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
see, I was going butt cheek, whole butt cheek.
Oh no, above I'd have like a little tramp stamp of "fuck you" and then "mom."
I would have a W on each side.
That's how
and it'd
everybody
be
would say it, "mom."
Yeah,
Owen Wilson.
I'd show
Wow.
so many people.
for sure.
I would look at it.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like you can't. If you see a
You
butthole,
don't
it's like
gotta
seeing a
convince
vagina
me.
in the open. You're like, whoa! You see it. You know, it sticks out.
So we should probably get a Sharpie, test it out. Test out the patterns.
I'd get a
If we
temporary
wanna
butt tattoo.
know,
Yeah.
Maybe a swastika wouldn't be a bad asshole tat,
it'd be a good place to hide it.
or like maybe a Star of David with a
Yeah, you could
swastika
be,
in the
you'd
middle.
be like, do you hate them or what?
How
Do
bad?
you hate
Just
them?
make you feel.
You better hate them.
Yeah.
I got this because I hate them.
You don't want to learn at that
Just
time.
live a
the
different
wrong
lifestyle
thing.
forever.
They
You'd be
have
an
a-
activist.
They have one on their dick.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I've always wanted a tattoo on the underside of my ball sack.
Hell yeah.
That's a
could
real
do-
good hiding spot. No one's looking.
I've
do
seen
that.
a cool one. It was of the Gucci logo
That's cool.
on your gooch.
Wow.
Pretty
That's
cool.
very
Isn't that
cool.
fucking badass?
Yeah,
That's
it's
very
kind of
cool.
like your
I was like,
bags.
what a smart dude.
You got luxury bags down
Yeah.
there.
I was picturing it as the only tattoo they have.
It's
though.
a
I don't
porn
Oh,
think-
I didn't
couple.
even think about that like a Gucci bag too. It's so many meanings.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Gucci
Yeah,
bag.
yeah.
I'm in my
Classic.
bag with my.
I wish I
future
could
sons.
say the couple that
bag's
does
your
that,
bag.
but I don't know their name. I always stumble
Or get like a
across them.
truck right underneath it, so it's like you always have truck nuts.
Truck nuts are the
You know what I'm
coolest.
saying?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
You get a
actually.
tattoo of just
Are you gonna go with Ford or GMC?
I think a good Ford.
He's more of a
under the hood
Toyota
would be cool.
Tacoma.
Toyota.
Yeah.
No, it's got to be
Toyota
like a manly
Tacoma.
truck,
No,
right?
I
It's got to
think
be.
For sure, dude.
Chris would
Yeah.
You can't get like Isuzu.
Wait, look into the camera in case Chris is watching.
Can't get like a Ridgeline under
Chris
there.
definitely would be the Toyota, maybe a Honda Civic. I had a good question. I forgot about
So-
it because now I'm
Dude, I like
We'll
your
send that
pants,
to him.
bro.
those are
Thank
nice.
you. Got these yesterday.
Those are
Just
very
my
cool.
reel about it.
You thrifted? You thrifted?
I
Or
like
those-
the sage of it.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's got a. What is this corduroy? What do you call that? What do you call this pattern
You
of
call it thrift.
lines?
Is it-
This is corduroy.
Corduroy.
Did you
I
thrift
was
that?
right.
Where'd you buy that from the store?
Thrifted.
Hell yeah, dude!
Yeah.
I'm
At a
telling you,
store.
thrifting's the best.
We're
right?
gonna do the comedy.
You get the coolest clothes, and it's like
so
you go
cheap.
there, you go to the thrift store, you go, I don't get a choice. You give me something as a gift, and then you go, holy fuck, fucking sage green corduroys.
Surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
We're
I
doing
was
that
surprised. They didn't have
fashion
surprise
comedy show
bags.
we got to do with the fucking
I'd love that.
the thrifted shit. He brought a jacket today, Dylan. I was like, we could use that in
They
the
had, like,
show.
Have I
yeah.
given you that jacket yet?
What?
For real? I'm sorry. It's
It's
been
cool,
like
dude.
2 months.
We've got time. We've got
Still
time.
has
I think
it.
we go over it every time I see him. I'm like, did I give it to you? He's like, no.
No, not at all.
At Goodwill, they had mystery bags. You could buy like a bag of shirts that you can't see.
No, I don't
I
like
don't
that.
trust those.
Nah,
yeah, I
fuck
feel like
that.
it's not gonna move.
They're making
very
money on
fast.
that. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Those mystery boxes that they sell, it's always the shittiest stuff that they give to you too.
Yeah, it's fucking-
Always.
Isn't that where they advertise? No.
But they're just marketing towards gamblers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would get me most of the time. I gotta be honest.
Are you a gambling guy?
If they were
likes
like
the
if they were like
parlays.
mystery box full of money, could be $1.50. I'd be like, I'll give you $100.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You know what
It
I'm
doesn't
saying?
even add
Yeah.
up.
He should get an agent for these.
It could be 50. I'll give you
pretty
100.
good.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
I just
really
like
good
the
at
thrill.
money.
I think so.
Do it till you
Do
run
you
out
gamble
of
a
money.
lot? Like, did you do the horse rack trace?
No,
the
I
horse
sports
race?
gamble quite a bit.
The parlay.
Is that your vice? How many vices do you have?
I'd say that's one of them. For
Vaping
sure.
is another.
Should we do all our vices?
Vaping is the worst
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I'm out on vaping. I haven't vaped in a
Your
while.
yes said you don't want to do
No,
it.
I can
No.
lie.
Yeah.
I
Brennan,
can
we
lie.
can never
sure.
do all of them.
Wait, no, you're gonna have to define what a vice is.
Yeah.
because it's
You
all
don't
good to
even want
me.
to know that.
Like drugs, sex,
alcohol.
gambling.
Rock and roll.
Your vice, like your vice.
You know what a vice is. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Don't be fucking
Don't be a
12, you
pussy
fucking
about
dumb
this.
idiot.
What was like? I like dwine. I like dwine a lot.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
a vice?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's my outlet.
My vice is I'm a hard worker.
I fucking want to punch you.
This isn't a fucking job to be Mark.
His vice is perfection. Isn't that right?
I want to punch you till you're off YouTube.
Not gonna happen. They've tried so
Maybe that's
close.
his
What are your
vice.
vices, if you don't mind?
Just killing prostitutes.
No, that's why I had you define vice.
We're
That's
proud
not
of
a
you
bad
for that.
thing.
What do you mean?
What's wrong with that?
It's not.
You're telling me
I
you wake
mean,
up,
you know,
you wake up in the morning, and you go,
it affects my job. I
I'm
show
a
up
bad
late.
Guy. You're like, I'm a bad guy. You know, you're doing a good cleaning up the streets. You know?
Yeah.
So stick to it, dude.
All
Don't
right.
let your dreams just be dreams.
It doesn't pay well.
Don't let your dreams die. Let these prostitutes.
Cost me money.
You can
And
get
a lot
it
of
back from them.
stress.
You don't take the money back from the dead woman.
I never thought about that.
It's easy. They.
I guess
dead.
I'm really bad at my
It's actually the
at my
easiest person
heist.
to rob.
I give you
Yeah.
tips. My cousin got caught.
Yeah. My other vice is going to church and
Oh, gay. That's a problem.
not bringing up that I kill hookers.
You're supposed
So
to
that's-
tell him that.
No, I just leave that out. I go, I do bad things, and he's like, "You're forgiven." I'm like, "Hell yeah."
You
dude."
can leave it incredibly vague.
I go, "Chaw, dude."
I've been a naughty boy.
He's killing
No, I
hookers
look
too.
up at the sky. I do the Sammy Sosa, and I go, "Fucking chaw, Jesus, dude, bro."
Jesus
not
is so
far
white,
off.
too. He's just the whitest guy.
Dude, yeah, for sure. He
Jesus
says
is
milk.
white. Jesus is from Canada. What are you
Jesus
talking about?
baseball.
Yeah, Canadian
That's what I-
Jesus.
Dude, not one black person says milk.
I don't know enough about
do.
the.
It's
I don't know about the
okay.
world we live in to
I
know
said
if that's
it
true.
confidently enough. I'm
Yeah.
right.
I
Just like
actually
they
feel
don't
like-
play VR.
I feel like a lot of black people.
What's
probably say
VR?
milk.
Virtual reality.
Oh yeah, all right. Sorry.
Yeah, I said that in like a VR lobby once, and somebody went, "Dude, what are you talking about? Black people don't play VR." And there's a lobby of 100 people. I go, "Anybody black here?" Silence.
Yeah.
More of a white thing,
Part
you
of
know?
the
What do I
VR.
think? VR.
Pretending to shoot
I
shit
mean, it's
in your
weird.
living room. Yeah,
I think it's
weirdo.
weird thing.
Just
It's like
weird
how,
habit.
go
white
go
people
outside.
murder people and chop them up and put them
Yeah.
in suitcases. Black people don't.
You're not like a nature guy, are you?
No, dude, I want to go camping.
I think
would?
you.
Like
think you,
glamping.
yeah, I knew
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't
No,
want to go
I
real
fucking
camping.
knew
He's
that
not
was
gonna go
coming.
real
No, wait,
camping.
I want the tent,
Yeah.
but if there's a spider on the tent, I'm buying a new tent.
You don't want dirt under your fingernails.
There has to be a floor.
No dirt.
That's not camping.
No. It has to be a tent. A tent I would like.
It's a form of
tent?
something.
No, there'd be a
It's
tent.
outside.
It'd be,
Right.
Yeah, it would be outside.
It's
There'd be a tent.
outside.
You know what
I'd
else
buy
is
a
outside?
Nintendo Switch and bring it with.
Yeah.
Make sure there's
I'd be
no
smoking
wildlife.
weed like I'm inside my house listening to headphones.
If you went camping, would you ever suck on a rock that you found?
Change one of the letters.
If you went
Okay, I
camping,
figured
would you
it out.
ever suck on a lock
Yep. Nailed it. Just to get it unlocked.
with your tongue?
My tongue is the master key. Thank you so much for watching and listening, guys. We're gonna
No, we're
land
done.
this airplane.
Yeah,
Where
Brandon,
can
shout out
everybody
everything.
find
Shout
you,
out
Bewee?
everything. Plug.
Find Bewee.
Plug me
just
like
kidding.
plug you.
Just Instagram, life of Bewee, life.of.bewee,
How you spell Bewee?
Bewee, Bewee.
Do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah. I've been Mark Carsky with Dylan Mahler and AJ Leidig. Thank you so much for watching, listening everywhere.
Thanks
We
for
appreciate
having me.
you. Thanks for coming on, man.
No,
Thanks for
thank
being
you.
on.
Mwah.
Thank you for
Wait, did you just
clapping,
kiss the
amen.
mic?
You guys just jazzed.